Martin Ballard on Radio Leicester.
Radio Leicester.
And now, on BBC Radio Leicester, it's Martin Ballard.
Martin Ballard.
Karen Chilton, BBC Radio Leicester Travel.
Karen, before you leave, I just want to say hello, Karen. It's Donny Osmond.
Oh, Donny, I can't. I've not been this excited for so long.
He bought himself a mountain bike not long ago, you know. Never should have bought it, but he got rid of his chopper. Martin, stop laughing.
Hello, everybody! We went into showbiz, and that's all we wanted to do.
You know, our first Scouting for Girls album came out 12 years ago.
Soul and Frogget is based on the bloke who lives in the village.
Queen plus me. We are coming to the UK.
Thank God that Berry Gordy did have Motown Records and all that, but there were many people who went into making the Supremes.
And when Release Me came out, you know, it wasn't doing very well.
That extraordinary voice.
To be the most played song on the radio for the last 20 years. There's nothing arch in it. There's nothing ironic. It's just a love song.
Martin Ballard. Till 7!
More eyeliner.
That's what I need, I think, isn't it?
Hello, this is Paul Nicholas.
And thereafter they wrote Dancing with the Captain, Grandma's Party, Heaven on the Seventh Floor, and a thing called On the Strip.
You don't want to think about the millions watching you on TV. You just got to play.
Hello, Martin. Lovely to see you. Mummy said I walked through the stage door as Barbara Ann Deeks and came out as Barbara Windsor.
Wichita Lineman, Martin, is like the #1 played song.
I sneaked in there along with the Beatles.
Oh, it's a Texas record, isn't it?
Now we were doing Sylvia's Mother, so he gave us a real original voice.
I just feel very strange doing it without Bernie. For me, she was the Nolans, really.
Politics changes over the years because life changes over the years.
Bingo pays your wages, so never knock the bingo.
I'm having the time of my life with Martin Ballard.
And I invited some friends over, and I'd been given some oysters.
I think you're a sex symbol, Des. I think we...
What are you trying to say, Martin?
Is he a sex symbol?
Give
Yes.
this boy a powder.
Yeah, the girls in the studio, they think you're a sex symbol, Des.
Well, I don't know about that.
Is it your careless hands? That's what they're saying.
It might be. It certainly isn't me dick a dum-dum.
I wanted to go to somewhere where I could learn about zoology and botany.
Mr. Grimstyle!
I never know how you define the greatest save, because obviously saves are being made throughout the world.
Michael Bolton, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, thanks for having me.
I was offered one of the main parts in the series, and it went on to be immensely popular.
I can't tell you, Martin, but there's a couple of surprises chucked in my tour.
The actual television news started in '54.
And so all we did was knocked off the Ambrose and we became Slade, and then it was plain sailing.
I says, I'm only back, Pat, to get my things. I'm going to sing.
The headlines were Sunita and her toy boy.
He sort of folded his arms and said, I want to tell you a story.
If you can make people laugh, they appreciate it.
We had to sell over 1.5 million to knock the Beatles off the top because it was their biggest selling single.
Anita Harris.
Yes, my darling.
Wouldn't be the Good Home Show without Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen. It's very nice of you.
Roy Hudd is joining us today. Good afternoon, Roy.
Yeah, Martin, nice to speak to you.
De Montfort Hall. I played it with a girl called Bridie Gallagher.
Stand up, tell jokes and sit down and play the piano. It's very varied.
I think there's only been one LaRue.
Moyer, yes, my dad's name. He comes from Cognac.
Brand New Heavies are definitely a lively group.
We grew up in Philadelphia, and we came together as kids, really.
No, I can't ever predict football. Not Norwich or not anybody.
Mark Almond has announced his first British live tour in almost 2 years now.
Hi, Martin. I'm fine, and how are you?
Ready, steady, cook.
I like looking back. It's great fun. But I do remember the 70s.
Janice Ian, welcome very much to the UK, and thanks for joining us on the programme this afternoon.
Thanks, Martin. Thanks for having me on. How have you been?
When You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet was #1.
Yeah, no. It's about you, Martin.
Is it?
Before you got that DJ gig, this about you.
Can you just give me a real one kid or a dignity? I know what would happen if I handed you dignity, and you'd never heard it before. You go, what?
That sounds good, Frankie Vaughan.
Starsky and Hutch, we have two guys. Huggy has turned out to be somewhat of a cherry on the cake of a relationship show.
Started out filling in for Buddy Holly.
Hello, Martin. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that lovely build-up, too. It's lovely.
This lady asked my dad if I would be the little angel from a story that she was narrating for children.
I can remember the exact moment. I suppose if you was to look at a ladder, that would probably be the second rung up. The first rung up was a number called Rock with the Caveman.
Peter Noon, good afternoon to you, Peter.
How are you today, Martin?
I'm very well, thank you. I am not very tall. Jasper's in town. Welcome to Leicester.
Good morning. I finally made it through the one-way system. That's a hell of a system you got there.
This is Bonnie Langford.
Tulsa opened so many doors for me, not just in the UK, but around the whole world.
Jason, thank you so much for talking to us.
Lewis.
Good to be here, Martin.
The solo albums are my favourite ones as Paul Carrack.
Hello, this is Elaine Page.
Because a lot of time had passed and we weren't sure if anyone was really quite interested in OMD anymore.
When I make an album, I like to make an album.
And then All Fall Down broke onto the scene.
I've got big aspirations for myself, always trying to do something positive, always trying to improve on my own situation.
I took a break in the 80s, and then Lloyd Webber came along and wanted me to sing Phantom of the Opera song.
The first album was done in San Francisco, so he flew over with these two songs called Don't Give Up on Us and Going In With My Eyes Open.
Hello, Martin. I was born in the Bronx, and when I was 5 years old, we moved to Connecticut.
Val Dunican is our guest today. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Martin. Nice to talk to you.
Good afternoon, Shane.
Good afternoon, Martin. How are you? I came up here from Crystal Palace to join Leicester.
Yes, you see, I was born at a time you didn't do as you wanted, you did as you were told.
Brian had bumped into the record producer Phil Wainman at the BBC, and he said, I might have something for you, Brian, and the band, The Sweet.
My ambition then was always to be a professional snooker player.
Oh, it's lovely to be back with you, Martin. It really is. This is God's own country.
I went to stage school. I learned to build stages.
What is it? The smell of the grease
Smell of the
paint?
grease paint, roar of the crowd.
Or the other way round.
Yeah, depends what's your audience is like, isn't it?
Martin Ballard on BBC Radio Leicester.
I love you.
Enjoy it, or your money back.